Meanwhile, the government has unveiled stronger measures to try and cool down Korea's overheated housing market. Speculation on real estate is believed to be the main cause of the country's soaring household debt, estimated at around 1.3 trillion US dollars. For more, we have Kim Ji-yeon on the phone with us. Ji-yeon, it was expected that the government would increase the burden on real estate owners by raising taxes.
That's right, Devin. Starting January next year, the Minister of Economy and Finance says it'll raise tax rates on the owners of expensive houses worth more than 1.6 million US dollars each. It also raised the taxes on owners of 2 or more expensive houses in highly speculative areas by up to 1.2 percentage points. Until now, the higher rates affected only those with 3 or more houses. The ministry also says it'll tighten the rules on sales by people with multiple houses, applying the transfer tax if they've owned the house for less than 2 years rather than the current 3. And it's not just more taxes. The government also says it'll prohibit homeowners from buying more houses in highly speculative zones using borrowed money, making it one of the strongest measures laid out by the government so far to curb speculation. So the loan-to-value ratio when such owners apply for loans will be 0 starting next year from the current 40%. Previously, the government had only lowered the loan-to-value ratio to make it harder for people to borrow money to purchase houses, not ban the practice entirely. But of course, for those that do not own a home or are seen as exceptions, such as when the owner of one house is buying another to live in and is acknowledged as the end user, safeguard measures are put into place so that their loan-to-value as well as their debt-to-income ratios remain at the current 40% level. And starting Friday, the loan-to-value ratio and debt-to-income ratios for multiple homeowners who want to borrow money for medical and educational expenditures will be raised by 10 percentage points from the current rate to 50%. The measure is seen as a way to induce multiple homeowners to sell their properties rather than borrow more money to cover their expenses. The ministry also says that those caught violating the new rules will be prohibited from applying for new loans related to housing for 3 years, and the loan they've applied for will be immediately withdrawn. And other than that, the government also says it'll increase public housing sites for people looking for a residence. Back to you, Devin.